Hey everybody, I have a MAC haul to show you today. Some of these were purchased at the MAC store and others were actually purchased at a CCO. I've gotten a lot of questions lately about what is a CCO. It is a cosmetics company outlet, and I'll put the link over in the sidebar for the website so you can go on and see if there are any in the state near you. They are not outside of the United States for what I know of. They're only in the US, and there might be some up in Canada. I'm not sure. But we have two here in Georgia. So there's one that's pretty close and the other one I haven't actually been to yet. So I'm excited to get up there one day. But it basically sells some of the higher end makeup companies like MAC, Bobbi Brown, there's Clinique. Ours is a really small one that I go to, so it doesn't have as big of a variety as some of the ones that are a full-size store. But basically it'll sell any of those products anywhere from 20 to 50% off depending on the product. So I went and got some MAC stuff there. That's generally where I buy my MAC just because it is cheaper. And so I went over there. Right now mine they just got in some stuff from the Naked Honey collection, and I bought the skin salve about a month ago online from Nordstrom's and paid the full price for it and bought two of them for the full price, and now they're at my CCO for like $14, $15. I also tried the Naked Honey hand cream. It's the hand and body cream while I was there, and I immediately broke out into a rash. So I do not suggest that hand cream whatsoever. I don't know what was in it. It might just be my skin, but I put it on my hand and in less than 30 seconds my hand broke into a rash and was itchy and red and very splotchy, and so I was freaking out trying to get it off my hand. So I do not recommend that hand cream. I don't know what's in it, but I did not buy it. Or the body wash, because I wasn't going to chance that either, but the skin salves worked for me and I love them. So I'm going to show you guys what I got. And I'll put all of the prices over in the sidebar so you can see what the price comparisons are. Let's see here. I'll start with the stuff I bought at MAC. The things that I got from MAC is I went and I actually returned the Banshee eyeshadow that I showed in a previous video. I really just didn't like it. It ended up being chunky. It wasn't very impressive on my eyes. It didn't, it just wasn't an eyeshadow that to me was worth, $14. So I went back and exchanged it, and I got Brule, which is a very, very popular matte color. It's a satin. And so it's a really good highlight color. I have it on right now as a highlight. You could also use it all over the lid, in the inner corner. There's a lot of things you could do with this color. It's a very, very, staple color to a lot of people's collections. So I've had to pick up Brule, and I really do like this one. So I'll definitely be keeping that. And then I also picked up a new blush, and the one that I got was Well Dressed because I had heard a lot about it. It was in a lot of people's favorites, favorite blushes and ones they always were using, so I really wanted to get it. So here's Well Dressed. And this one was just in a lot of people's favorites videos. It's their favorite blush, one that was used a lot, so I really wanted to pick it up. So here is what Well Dressed looks like. But then once I got it home, my two favorite blushes from MAC are Tenderling and Dame. So when I compared Well Dressed to Dame, they're basically identical. The camera makes them look really, really similar. But basically Well Dressed is like a little lighter and a little more pink than Dame is. So it does make sense because when I asked the girl, if I like Dame, would Well Dressed be another good one to try? Because I couldn't find it anywhere on their racks. And they didn't really, they had people to help, but they just weren't really helping. So she said, yeah, Well Dressed would be a good one to use. It'd be a good match. So I was like, okay. And so then once I got it home and put it next to Dame, I realized, yeah, it probably is a good one to use because they look identical. So that kind of stinks, but at least I know I like it and I'm not going to have any problems with it. So I did use it today and I do like it. But I think next time I'm going to go for one of the like baby pink, light pink, like Pink Swoon, something like that for my next time. And then I also got a foundation pump. And I think that these are $4. This I'm not sure of because I didn't see it on my receipt. So I don't know if she gave it to me because I had a return. I don't know. But I got a pump, and this one is for the Studio Fix fluid. And I've already put it in. That's why you can see it at the bottom. And then I realized that the one I'm putting it in is my Studio Fix, which is NW25, which is my summer shade, so I can't use it yet, so I took it out. It does not fit on Revlon. I tried putting it on my Revlon Color Stay and it does not fit on there, so that didn't work very well. But it has, it's just a little pump to use on your foundation. And then I went over to my CCO, I guess this was last week I went over there. And so they had some new things in, a lot of new things, so I wanted to pick some stuff up. The first thing that I got is a Mineralize Skin Finish, and this one is in Porcelain Pink. And this one came out with the Color Craft collection last summer, and it's a very shimmery pink, really good for highlight or for your cheeks. I did try to return this. I'm not in love with this product. If anyone's been really wanting to find porcelain pink and you just haven't been able to get your hands on it, let me know and I can sell this one to you. I do like it. It's not that I hate it. It just takes a lot to get like really good pigmentation out of it. It matches with my skin pretty closely, with other blushes and stuff, so it doesn't really show up as much as I'd wanted it to. But I do like it. It's just not overwhelming. So then when I went back to try to return this and they told me I couldn't because it had been used at a CCO, it has to be in the exact same form that you bought it. So it has to be in the box and not been touched, used, swatched, anything. So they wouldn't take it back. So I ended up just picking up Cheeky Bronze as well because I wanted this one too. And this one came out, same collection. So this is Cheeky Bronze and I do like this one a lot. It's a nice bronze color and you can see some like the gold like vining going through it, so it's a really pretty color. It's really pretty for using. You can either use it on your cheeks with a blush, or you can use it as a contour, as a bronzer, things like that. It does come, if you use too much, it'll come off more orange, but if you're just, real light with it, it's a really pretty color. So I got Cheeky Bronze. And then I picked up, I wanted an all over lid color. And so since I was returning Banshee, I wanted to pick up something different. So I found Jest, which is still in the permanent line. You can buy this at a MAC store and pay full price for it, or you can go to a CCO and get it for cheaper if they have it. It's always kind of hit or miss. So this one is Jest, and it is a frost. And it's very similar to Naked Lunch or All That Glitters. The three of them, when I swatched them next to each other, were very similar, but this one was my favorite of the three. So it's just a nice shimmery champagne color, very pretty, really great to just swoop all over your lid and, just go out the door. Then I got some lip products. I found this lipstick and I remembered hearing the name because whenever I look at lipsticks, I look at the color and I turn them over and see what the name is to see if I've heard about it on YouTube. And this one I've heard about a lot. And it's Way to Love. And it's a luster, like all of my other lipsticks. They're all lusters apparently, so I knew I'd like it. But this is Way to Love. It's a very nice light pink color. I don't remember the collection it came out with, but I really like this one, so I picked that up. And then I got a lip jelly there, and this one is in Sugar Shock. They have the new lip jellies out from the Lilyland collection, but those are really, really sparkly. I have Resort Life, but I wanted one that was a little darker. So it doesn't come off super dark. These ones are still pretty sheer when you use them, but it's a very, very pretty color. So there's a little bit of it on my hand for you. So you can see it doesn't come off super dark or anything like that, but it is just a nice, pretty, darker pink color. So I got that. And then I got my first MAC lip liner, and this one is in Rose Bound. And it has this type of an end on it, so it's not just a solid pencil, it's more of a, like a creamy one. So it's right there. And so I do like it. It goes on really well. It pretty much matches my lip color perfectly. And so I do like this as a lip liner. And then they actually had Dazzleglasses, which is the first time I've ever seen these at a CCO. So I had to pick up some. The first one I got is in Stop Look. And it's just a really pretty, like, purpley pink. Kind of looks like Funtabulous, but not as bright. But just, super glimmery, shimmery and really pretty. And then the second one I got is Internationalist. This one is identical to Jingle Jangle, which I have. So if you have Jingle Jangle and you're looking for one that's similar, get this. If you don't want another one that looks just like it, then don't get this one. But these are the two Dazzleglasses that they had at the CCO. So I was kind of excited that they had them because you normally don't see those there. So I picked up those two. And that is everything that I got from MAC recently. So if you guys have any requests, comments, questions, just leave it down below.